Crimson Trace announces Laser Guard Pro for today's most popular concealed carry firearms, combining a red or green laser sight with 150 lumen light, taking personal defense to the next level. Available now at your local dealer.
Today on Tom Gresham's Gun Talk, it's great deals on gun stuff, plus the inside look at big game hunting. Cyber Monday sales put lasers and ammo at crazy prices. We have the info here. Call now with your questions, comments, and range reports. And if you really don't care for guns, Tom wants to know why. So you move to the front of the line. Call 866-TALK-GUN. Now, here's Tom Gresham.
Well. You're either turkeyed out or you're shopped out at this point. Hey, I'm Tom Gresham. Glad you can be with us. It's Gun Talking. Yeah, it's Turkey weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. We just did Black Friday. We're about to do Cyber Monday. We're going to be talking a lot about some of the deals that are out there. And I'm looking for a range report from you. Did you buy anything with the whole Black Friday deal? Did you go to the local gun store or even the big box store? Did you buy online? What kind of deals did you get? I'm seeing some crazy deals out there, nutso stuff. It's amazing. Well, you know, we kind of got a down market right now in selling guns and ammo. And so where there might have been some really good deals before, I think this weekend we're getting some really crazy deals, some really good stuff. So if you're seeing anything out there, or particularly if you have taken advantage of that, would love to get your call. Our number is 866-TALK-GUN, or just dial Tom Talk Gun, and that will get you in there. By the way, we have, and this is important, we are now releasing new episodes of First Person Defender every day at 6 p.m. Central Time. You go to our Gun Talk website or the Gun Talk channel on YouTube. One that, I got to tell you, one that just knocked me out, it's out, John Patuzak from Excess Sights. And I've known John for years. He's, you know, one of those good guys, but you think, yeah, not tactical, not, you know. We threw some stuff at him, and I will tell you, well, I'll get your opinion if you take a look at it. In fact, if you want to go look at it now and come back and let me know what you think. John just nailed it. He did, I think, as well with an incredibly difficult situation, scenarios that we created as anybody I know of. Anybody I've seen in the 5 years we've been doing First Person Defender, I mean, we're talking about a guy that pushes him into the house, shoots his buddy, and obviously using marking cartridges, ammunition type stuff. John does a great job of dispatching the bad guy and then taking care of his buddy, the good guy. And then when we changed it up the second scenario, which we always do, we throw something new at him. Of course, when people are performing well, you really have to kind of up your game in terms of making a self-defense scenario more challenging. And to watch how he handled that was impressive. It happened slowly when it needed to be slow. And then when he needed to move, he moved fast and made things happen and simply took care of the situation. Again, go to our channel on YouTube. Look for Gun Talk or Gun Talk Media on YouTube and look for First Person Defender. Take a look at those. They're worth sharing. They really are worth sharing or bringing in your family, your friends. Tell them about it. I think you can learn a lot with those. Oh, yeah, this is the last week, by the way, to enter the Liberty Safe giveaway. Go to guntalk.com/win, W-I-N. 4 winners are going to be selected now through December the 1st. 2 are going to receive the new Liberty Safe Biometric HDX 350. That's a cool handgun vault with a pull-out drawer. And 2 are going to win the full-size soft-shell magnetic cases. Guntalk.com/win. 866-TALK-GUN is the number here. Are you ready to buy again? People are, I think people have been laying off, taking it easy, not buying anything. Probably bought everything, bought 3 years worth of stuff last year, anticipating the national election would go the other way. Well, why would we think that? The media, the highly credible, let me try that again. I'm going to try to do that without laughing, okay? The highly credible, I can't do that. The highly credible media told us that Donald Trump had no path to victory. There was no path to victory. It was physically, numerically, mathematically, and literally impossible for candidate Trump to win. And so 6 days before the election, I wrote an article that was printed in the Washington Times, and I called it Trump's Secret Armed Army. And what I said in that was that, yes, I know what the polls are showing, and yes, I know what the prognosticators are showing, but what I also know is they don't know us. They don't know anything about us. They don't know anything about flyover country. They don't even know about the people around them in New York and California on the coast who own guns, who vote guns. They don't understand the motivation of people who, like the ones who told me, said, I haven't voted in the last 3 elections, but I'm going to vote in this one because Hillary Clinton kept saying she's going to ban guns. And so they came out and voted. And I kept saying, they don't get it. They never get it. They don't understand. They believe the baloney when they're fed it, which says, well, gun owners, yeah, there's a few of those out there. But don't worry about them. And time again, the Democrats don't get it, or they forget, or they listen to the echo chamber where they live, where everyone I know, they will say, well, everyone I know wants more gun control. Well, right, but you don't know everybody. And they don't expose themselves to other viewpoints. I told somebody this week, I said, look, I routinely make it a point to check Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, Politico, and Slate. I go from the far right to the far left. I want to know what everybody is saying. How else would you know that what you believe is accurate? As they like to say, it's not what you know that can hurt you, it's what you know that ain't so. So looking for your thoughts. Are you going to be getting back into the gun buying world? Have you laid off for a while? And are you taking advantage of some of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals? We're going to be talking about some of those and filling you in on some of the cool deals coming up. 866-TALK-GUN is the number here. 866-TALK-GUN. What's going to be in your gun stocking?
For tactical equipment for military, law enforcement, and shooting enthusiasts, look for the name Elite Survival Systems, creators of high-quality, intelligently designed products for concealed carry, discreet transport, and rigorous tactical uses. Elite Survival Systems knows there isn't just one method of carry that works for everyone. Elite offers a vast array of concealment products to fit your lifestyle, including holsters, belts, vests, pouches, slings, bags, backpacks, and cases. Find out more at EliteSurvival.com.
Perhaps more than any other landscape, wetlands embody the life-giving abundance that nature has to offer. And perhaps more than any other organization, Ducks Unlimited is working to ensure that our continent's wetlands not only survive, but thrive for generations well beyond this one. The time is now to band together. The time is now to rescue our wetlands.
The Ruger pistol that started it all is now even better. The Ruger Mark IV has the same great look as the Mark III, but now its simple one-button takedown means less time taking apart your gun and more time shooting it. Disassemble it in seconds for no hassle cleaning. Learn more about the Target, Hunter, and 2245 Light Mark IV series models at Ruger.com. The Ruger Mark IV, another rugged, reliable firearm from Ruger.
Laser sights increase confidence, regardless of experience level. Whether you're learning the fundamentals, a seasoned shooter, or simply overcoming aging eyes, laser sights provide instant feedback, providing immediate confidence and enjoyment for a new shooter. Call 800-442-2406 or visit crimsontrace.com for a free copy of our laser training video, The Laser's Edge, and learn more about why Crimson Trace is making laser sights standard equipment.
Attacks happen every day. How will you react? See real people put into real-life criminal attack situations on First Person Defender. Discover what works and what doesn't. Kidnapping, ATM robbery, home invasion, and other attacks. Learn how to save your life and the lives of your family. Get the entire first season on DVD at shopguntalk.com. Get prepared. Shopguntalk.com.
You know and trust Springfield Armory. Now that trusted gunmaker has an AR-15 rifle with all the features you want. The Saint features a mid-length gas system, a heavy tungsten buffer, and a 16-inch chrome Molly barrel with a 1-in-8 twist rate. Plus, the Saint has Bravo Company's Key Mod handguard, the next generation of America's personal defense rifle. See video of the Saint in action at springfield-armory.com. That's springfield-armory.com.
All right, back with the 866 Talk Gun. Don't be this guy. This is from the Don't Be That Guy category, right? Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Where are we? We are at the United Methodist Church in Tellico Plains, Tennessee. Older members of the church were meeting for a Thanksgiving gathering on, they were talking about Thanksgiving. They were doing this on Thursday afternoon. One member of the group took out his gun as part of a conversation saying, "I carry my handgun everywhere." The man, according to this report, an elderly church member in his 80s, showed his .380 caliber Ruger handgun to others before putting it away. Somebody else walked up and said, "Hey, can I see it?" The police chief explained. He pulled it back out and said, "With this loaded indicator, I can tell that it's not loaded." Bang. Yeah. Shot himself and his wife. Let's go over a couple of things here. When you are concealed carrying, you don't pull your gun out to show it to people. You don't pull your gun out to impress anybody. You don't pull your gun out to threaten anybody. You don't pull your gun out to scare anybody. You don't pull your gun out to intimidate anybody. You don't take your gun out of its holster unless you are being attacked or there is some reason you think you might have to shoot someone. You don't show them your new shiny gun. You don't show them your old cool gun. You don't show them how you do reloads. You don't show them your loaded chamber indicator, and you sure as hell don't point the gun at yourself or somebody else, whether or not it's loaded or unloaded. Rule number 1, all guns are always loaded, right? So we always treat them as if they're loaded. Never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. Rule number 2. Rule number 3, keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the target and you have made a conscious decision to fire. Rule number 4, the last of the 4 rules of gun safety. Positively identify your target and know what is behind it or beyond it. Wow. Let's go to line 3. Larry's with us out of Springfield, Missouri. Larry, welcome to Gun Talk.
Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. Listening to your program and value your inputs.
How can we help you?
Well, Tom, I've been reading a little bit and looking at things, which I guess makes a person kind of dangerous, but I was wondering what your views were on these so-called 80% lowers of AR platforms.
First, let me back up. For those who don't know, these are not quite finished lower receivers for ARs. You have to finish them yourself, so therefore you become the manufacturer, so therefore no serial number is applied to them. So what is it about these that have piqued your interest?
Well, it's just the idea of being able to do something like that, finish one out. I have reservations about, non-serialized, but I was just kind of curious about kind of 50-50, actually. It's not being off the grid or anything like that. I was just kind of curious what your opinions were.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to denounce anybody who wants to go finish out an 80% lower and have themselves a legal, no serial number firearm. At the same time, I can't find any particular reason for me to do that, since I have more than one gun that has a serial number on it, and I have purchased them through ATF or through firearms dealerships. It's been through the NICS check. The FBI has checked it out. People say, well, I don't want to be on a list. Give me a break. You're already on a list. In fact, you're on 100 lists. We're all on 100 lists somewhere of some sort. It has no appeal to me personally, but that's just me. Now, you said you might want to finish, do one where you finish it out. You can get a stripped lower that has a serial number, and it is a receiver, and you buy it through a gun store, and you do the NICS check on it. And now you can build your complete AR right on that lower, good to go, no problems. The only difference is you don't have to drill any holes in it to finish it out. Would that interest you?
Right. Well, yeah, and I have done that before.
Okay.
And, but I've got a small milling machine and the tools and so forth to do it, but I've never done anything in that realm of machine work or anything like that. And it's kind of one of those, I don't know, it's one of those things where it'd just be kind of neat to see if I could. Of course, $250 mistake could be a catastrophic.
Well, you can buy a lower with a serial number on it for about $57 these days. Stripped lower. Yeah. So it's one of those you're going, the only reason to do it that I can think of, and then I'm going to invite people to say, look, why did you do it? The only reason I can think of to do it, well, no, I think of two reasons. One is to have one that's not in the system anywhere, and the other is to simply tweak your nose at the authorities. And I'll buy in on that one. I'm okay with that. But the whole I'm not part of the system is just silly when you've got license plate reader cameras everywhere, facial recognition cameras everywhere you go. And every time you ever bought a gun from a gun store, that record is there, not to mention, who knows any other number of ways that we're being tracked and don't know it. Not that I don't want to push back, i.e. resist some of that. It's not my thing. And here's the other thing, and I guess I have to own up to this one, Larry, is that you have a milling machine. I would be afraid to own a milling machine. There are friends of mine that get nervous if I pick up a screwdriver to mount a scope on a rifle. That's how non-handy I am. So the very idea of me doing any milling on that, I might as well just take a bandsaw to it for all the good it's going to do.
Well, after reading some of the articles about the federal database, I'm not so sure we're out there on the list now.
Oh yeah, if you're listening to Gun Talk, they probably have a monitor somewhere and they can tell what you're listening to. So who knows? Of course, that makes you one of the good guys. That makes you an official good guy out there. Larry, I appreciate it. If you decide to do it and you go through with it, give me a call back, give us a range report, let us know how it goes, okay?
I appreciate that, Tom. Thank you for your time and keep up the good work.
Thank you. You take care. Yeah, I have friends that if they ever heard that I was going to attempt to do something with a milling machine, they would just simply call 911 right off the bat and get the ambulances rolling because there's going to be blood. It's just not going to be good anywhere. Okay. I mean, I own up to it. It's not manly. I get it. I'm not handy. Yeah, I can hang pictures, generally speaking. Doesn't mean I'm not going to get the hole in the wrong place a few times before we get it there. It's just what it is, But, yeah, well. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, if you're doing any kind of searches online. Now, I use DuckDuckGo, DUCK, DuckDuckGo, as my search engine. Supposedly it doesn't track. I wouldn't bet $1 million on that. But everything else you do is trackable. Every site you go to is trackable. You got all of these services like DoubleClick that throw the cookies in, and they're tracking wherever you go. It's why when you go to websites, you see ads that are specific to you. I mean, how many times have you gone to a news website and all of a sudden it pops up ads for things you've looked at on Amazon? Well, hello. Of course, there are, billions and billions of dollars being invested to know how to market to you individually, not people like you, not people in your demographic, to you, one person individually, and you will never see the same ads as anybody else, not in entirety, because they are tailored to you. Now take that information that's out there Do you not imagine that the NSA has all of that? Do you think that all of the algorithms and everything else that Google has and Amazon and everybody else has on that are either not being shared voluntarily or being paid for by the government to purchase them, or just simply being hacked by the government? There comes a time, I think, I'm not sure where it is, each of us is going to have our point, where we just say, I'm not going to worry about that. There are other things I'm going to worry about. By the way, let me switch back to this topic, the story of this guy that pulls out his gun at the church to show other churchgoers his gun. Have you ever seen somebody, because I know you would never do it, right? Have you ever seen somebody who's concealed carrying, showing his gun? Oh, yeah, I've got my, oh, you a carrier? I got my gun too. And before you know it, he's pulling up his shirt. It may be reaching in, pulling the gun out to show it to people. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever seen anything like that? Would love to know what your reaction is. What happened when that happened to you? Just simple as that. Also, we're looking for, obviously, range reports. There are a ton of things being listed as we still have kind of the Black Friday sales going, and we got Cyber Monday kicking off tomorrow. But I think at a certain point it all blurs, and the whole weekend becomes a big sale, online and in person. Gun stores are doing it, big box stores are doing it, and there's some crazy deals out there. When we come back, I'm going to be talking with somebody who knows a lot about a lot of these deals, and actually is offering them. And it's not too late to get in on these, because I just saw some, right before the show, I was doing some cruising. Where I would be tracked, of course, going to all these gun sites, gun-related firearm sites. The deal's nuts. There are just some crazy things out there. And if I wasn't such a strong, oh, wait a minute, I just clicked the buy button. Darn. Okay. Well, that's okay. We'll have some deals for you to talk about. Also, if you have been buying anything online or in person for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I'd like to get your range reports. What'd you buy? What kind of deals did you get? Our number is 866-TALK-GUN. 866-TALK-GUN. When we come back, the great deals that are out there, where to get them, and what you're going to save.
Sign up for our Gun Talk newsletter and join the Truth Squad at www.guntalk.com. Now, back to Gun Talk with Washington Times opinion page regular contributor Tom Gresham.
All righty, welcome back. Before we pick up our guest, who's going to have some great information about good deals out there, let me pick up Mike, because we can help him out. He's on line 3 out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Mike, you're on Gun Talk. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. How are you doing this afternoon?
Great.
First-time caller. About 3 weekends ago, you had some information on a gun range in Lufkin, Texas. Mm-hmm. That I believe they did tactical training, and then do you remember what you were?
I do. It's actually in Nacogdoches, which is not far from Lufkin. It's Combat Shooting and Tactics. Combat Shooting and Tactics, also called CSAT. But the website is Combat Shooting and Tactics, and it's headed up by Paul Howe, who is a first-rate Tier 1, seriously, like we're talking Delta Force type guy, who was there in the middle of Black Hawk Down, not the movie, the real thing. It's not very far from Shreveport, great, easy driving distance, and you simply won't get any better training in the country. And I've been to most of the top training schools. They do it right there, and it's right there in Nacogdoches.
Okay, well, I heard you talk about that on the radio here about 3 weekends ago, and I didn't have a pen and piece of paper handy. I've got several friends that would like to go and just check that out, and I'm going to go with them.
Very good. On the web, just look for combatshootingandtactics.com. I appreciate the call, Mike. All righty. Kevin Wilson, Gallery of Guns, joins us now because you talk about a place where you can always get deals any given time. But, Kevin, it's kind of that special weekend, isn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is. And I think as you talked about previously, there are deals everywhere to be had. But certainly we have a bunch of them at galleryofguns.com.
Okay, so give me an idea of the kind of deals that are out there right now that you guys have on the website.
Now, generally, we have some sort of sale items all the time. And on galleryofguns.com, you can find that either under promotions or there is a section called Hot Deals. But right now, our Black Friday deals are still active through the end of today.
Okay.
That includes a couple of Davidson's exclusive, an exclusive LCP in a Moonshine Reduced Serenity pattern. I don't know if you've seen, but Ruger came out recently with a whole bunch of new pattern finishes, and we got a handful of them as our exclusives. So one of those is that LCP.
Okay.
We've also got a couple of Heritage Rough Rider 6-shot 22 long rifle revolvers, and we have an exclusive Mossberg Shockwave that's in the marine coat finish on the receiver, which is the Davidson's exclusive.
Nice. I like that idea. Down here in the humid South, I really like anything that resists corrosion.
Yep. And that one's done really well for us, but all of those are at pretty much the lowest prices we've offered all year long.
Okay, galleryguns.com. You might want to explain how the thing works, because you I don't know if you say you order it or you buy it online, but you're not cutting out the dealer, are you?
Oh, not at all. And you and I have discussed this, but for your listeners that are not familiar, basically galleryofguns.com is our consumer website, Davidson's being a national wholesaler for your local gun store. The way galleryofguns.com works is a consumer can go on there and actually go through our warehouse's inventories. They see a gun they like. We're going to show you all the Gallery of Guns dealers in your area based on zip code. And those dealers set their own pricing because this is a sale for them. You're just getting a little ahead of them by doing the ordering yourself.
Right.
So when you find the gun you're looking for, there's a button to hit called Instant Quote, and it's going to bring up all the dealers in your area and show you the price that dealer is offering that firearm for. So once you find the dealer you want to do business with, you go ahead with the order. We're going to accept a small deposit via credit card, and then we're going to ship that gun to that dealer.
Right.
So we're not shipping guns to anybody's houses. This is not a one-on-one thing here.
No. So everybody can relax. All the gun ban people can take a chill pill. We're actually doing this the legal way, and every single purchase has to go through a NICS check with the FBI.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to that dealer. You're going to pay him the balance. You're going to fill out the 4473. You're still going to need all the permits that your state requires. Basically, it's exactly the same as if you went to the gun store and asked them to order a gun for you. You're just doing it from the comfort of your home or sitting in your tree stand on a tablet.
Let me ask you, you got these Davidson's exclusives. These are deals that only Davidson's, which is the parent company of GalleryOfGuns.com, it's the wholesaler part of it, and you work with manufacturers, and there'll be guns that you can't get anywhere else. How does that process work? Do you guys start the idea of a gun, or do gun makers come to you with ideas?
It's kind of a mix, but mostly it is us, our purchasing department, coming up with a set of specifications or a set of features that we'd like to see that aren't available. And it may be a different caliber. It may be a barrel length. It may be a set of sights. It may be a finish or a combination of all of those. But we go straight to the manufacturer, and due to our long relationships with these manufacturers, we can get this pretty easily done, and we've done it for a long time. But we have them make this gun just for us, so the only place you can get it is either on the Gallery of Guns website, or you can get it from any dealer that is doing business with Davidson's.
Okay, yeah, I'm on the website now. This is not a good thing for me. You know that, right? Oh, yeah. I'm going, oh, man, look at that. That's so cool. I mean, I'm looking at like a little Beretta Pico that's in a really cool color that you guys did. And, here's a 1911 in a format that I've not seen before, and different finishes, and you got different barrel lengths on things. And just like, man, that is so neat. I could spend not only time, but I could spend money here.
Well, I tell you, it gets pretty dangerous working there, too, because I tend to give back, let's say.
That's right. And even the employee discounts only go so far, right?
That's right.
Oh, my goodness. All righty. Well, it's pretty cool stuff. It's called Gallery of Guns, and that's the website, galleryguns.com. Kevin, you got the Black Friday sales are still good to the end of the day today, Sunday, right?
Right, and we also have Cyber Monday specials tomorrow on a special selection of Ruger American rimfire rifles.
Excellent. That is terrific. Kevin, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love what you guys do, man.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on, Tom.
All right, you take care. GalleryGuns.com. All right, 866-TALK-GUN is the magic number here. If you'd like to get in line, if you'd like to go to the front of the line, tell me how much you hate guns. Yeah, I'll let you have the floor. Just tell me. I'm serious about that. 866-TALK-GUN. Used guns can be a great value, but you have to know who you're buying from. What if you could buy quality used guns with a lifetime warranty from the Internet's largest online reseller? That's what you get at DuriesGuns.com. They stand behind every firearm purchase for life. If you have a problem, they'll either fix or replace your gun. Pistols, rifles, shotguns, and more. Check out their inventory today at DuriesGuns.com.
Smith & Wesson Performance Center firearms combine old-world hand craftsmanship with modern technology. Carry comfortably and confidently with Performance Center pistols and revolvers. Or take aim with their fine-tuned modern sporting rifles. For unique designs and special features, experienced shooters look to the Performance Center for all their firearms needs. Performance Center by Smith & Wesson. Performance when it matters most. For more, go to smith-wesson.com/PC.
For 36 years, the U.S. Sportsmen's Alliance has been fighting to protect hunting, fishing, and trapping for sportsmen from coast to coast. Today, we are under constant attack from extremist animal rights groups who want to end your ability to hunt in the U.S. Join us to protect our sporting heritage and our way of life outdoors. To join or for more information on how you can help, go to ussportsman.org. That's ussportsman.org.
If you're like me, you don't have money to burn, but you still want to buy guns, ammo, and accessories. That's why we created Gun Dealio. That's a free smartphone app. Just download it and start getting the deals. Could be discounts, offers of free magazines for your gun, or you could be the first to hear about new stuff from gun makers. Here's how it works. With Gun Dealio on your phone, you get alerts when you enter a gun store. Special deals, you know. You don't have to do a thing. It'll do a lot of other cool things, like let you watch gun videos and listen to Gun Talk podcast. Plus, check it anytime for hundreds of deals and offers. Getting more while spending less. Smart, huh? Gun Dealio. Made in America. Gluten-free. At the App Store and Google Play or GunDealio.com.
Nosler has been a leader in bullets and ammunition for decades and keeps growing with new product introductions that follow this tradition. Accurate, highly effective bullets and ammo for long-range shooting, precision rifle competition, and big game hunting. To be the first to hear about new product releases and promotions, follow Nosler on Facebook and Instagram and become part of the conversation. You won't settle, and neither will we. Nosler.com.
All right, back with you. 866-TALK-GUN, get you in here. Talk about your good news just in time for the end of the year. We're not going to be able to get them this year, okay? Just relax. But this is good news. Congress has passed a spending bill. And you're going, yeah, so, but wait. Patience, grasshopper. It includes selling military surplus 1911s through the Civilian Marksmanship Program. The 2018 National Defense Authorization Act was approved. It includes a plan to transfer the Army's remaining stock of 45 ACP 1911 A1 pistols through the Civilian Marksmanship Program. It was added as an amendment, which was in debate, and what it would do is it would speed up the transfer of what very well may be the largest remaining stock of military surplus World War II era handguns in government hands to the public. That's you and me. We're going to get to buy these. Whoa. We don't have any information yet on prices or anything like that. That's going to come out. In case you don't know, the Civilian Marksmanship Program does a number of things. And by the way, they have one of the finest shooting ranges ever, anywhere, in Talladega, Alabama, if you get a chance. In fact, if you're just driving by, you ought to take a couple of hours, go drive over there, take a look. You'll be blown away at how fabulous this thing is. But it also is the conduit, the venue, the mechanism, if you will, for getting military surplus guns from the U.S. military and selling them to the public. And no, this is not a way to get around the law. You still have to go through the process, whatever that process is in your state. And I mentioned earlier that they all have to go through a NICS check. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. In some states, if you have a carry permit, that obviates the need to do a NICS check, background check, because the idea being you have already been checked. You couldn't have depending on the state and what they do, you couldn't have your carry permit unless you had the background check. That the very same thing as what the FBI would do to okay the purchase. So these would be 1911s that get sent to the Civilian Marksmanship Program, the CMP, and then they are put up for sale. Now, traditionally what they've done is they've gone through and graded them. And the better ones, or the more rare ones, the ones that might be more interesting to collectors, are priced higher. They cost more. That would be smart. That would be marketing. In the past, in the way past, you could get some of these things for like $150. That's not going to happen again, okay? Those days are gone. You're not going to get those kind of crazy deals. But you can get deals. We don't know what it's going to be yet. And so, I have numbers in my head, and they're usually completely wrong. But I don't know. So we'll stay in touch with the CMP. And as soon as we have any information on this is huge. This is going to be a big deal. Let's see. I'm looking right here. Oh, it's a pilot program. We're going to transfer not less than 8,000 surplus caliber 1911s and no more than 10,000. So that'll be interesting. Okay, right out of the news. You never thought we were going to be talking about sexual predators and Harvey Weinstein on Gun Talk, but yes, we are. Why? Well, you know the whole story about Harvey Weinstein, Hollywood mogul, sexual predator. At least it certainly appears that way. Yeah, he decided he would, a couple of months ago, he says he's going to take on the NRA. He's going to produce a film called The Senator's Wife. He says, I'm going to make a movie with Meryl Streep, and we're going to take this head on. They're going to wish they weren't alive, talking about the NRA, after I'm done with them. Then he doubled down after all the reports started coming out about his sexual predilections. He says, I hope that Wayne LaPierre will enjoy his retirement party. Yeah, Harvey. And then the liberal media actually came out and said, Harvey, give it a break. You're not going to get liberals to side with you just because you're bashing the NRA. But it does kind of give you a little peek into the window of what's going on out there. Very interesting. Harvey Weinstein, sexual predator and enemy of gun owners everywhere. Food for thought. All right, back with you and straight to the phones. Line 3, Patricia is with us out of Houston, Texas. Patricia, welcome to Gun Talk. Hello, Patricia, you there? Well, she walked away from the phone. Tell you what, let's drop down to line 2. Justin's with us out of Granite City. Justin, you're on.
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
Great. What you talking about here?
Well, I'm on my way home from the duck blind this morning, and kind of pondering, saw what time it was. I had a duck, I had a canvasback, and I had a goose that I hit. I know I hit them. I saw them rock, but they didn't go down. Now, our new blind we drew this year, it's not one of those blind setups where you can really get them in at 20, 30 yards where a basic steel load will work just fine. We're shooting out more like 60, 70 yards.
Okay.
If you were in that type of scenario, what load would you be pushing? Because right now I've got just number 2s and BBs for ducks and goose, standard Super X load. And when I called you before, you said use an IC choke for the 20, 30, 40-yard shot, and they'll do just fine. And they did. But with our new blind, it just ain't working.
Yeah, you shoot longer than that now. So you need, number one, you need a tighter choke. I'd go to modified. I wouldn't go to full. And I would go to one of the high-tech loads of something like Remington's Blindside or a tungsten or some type of tungsten matrix load, harder shot, something like even the heavy shot. You will find that it patterns really tightly. It's going to make it harder to hit birds that are like 20 yards because you got this little tight pattern. But you'll probably be able to take them out to 60 yards. Our problem, of course, has been like for the last 3 decades, we have not been able to use lead, which really worked well out there and reduced crippling. And now we're forced to use non-toxic. Steel is kind of crummy. It's much better than it used to be, but it's still kind of not great. And it's particularly not good on these long shots. I think you need to go to a heavy shot, or Remington's Blindside, or one of the tungsten shot loads. They're expensive, but there you are. That's all we have.
Well, and that's something because I asked my brother about it as well, and I go with him. I usually go, 2 or 3 times a year. I don't get a chance to go a lot. I told him price, I'm not worried about it because I'd rather have the good stuff and take birds home than use the cheap stuff and cripple a couple and then, they're hurting down the line. So.
I'm with you. Well, look, let me do this. Let me encourage you to go ahead and get the good stuff. Try that. See how it works. Let me know how it works. I need to run back over here. Patricia's back with us on line 3. Patricia, you trying to sell some guns, I hear?
Yes. And I want to know, how do I know I can trust somebody and what's the best steps to take? I'm trying to sell some old guns for an almost 100-year-old friend.
Okay. Yeah. What do you remember? How many guns we talked about? Do you know?
Not quite sure how many, but probably at least 5.
Okay. There are a couple ways to go. Yeah, you can sell them to a local store. I would be careful about selling them to an individual unless you know the individual. And even then, they may not know what they're worth. I'm going to suggest that you contact Dury's Guns, D-U-R-Y-S, Dury's Guns. They're in San Antonio. On the web, it's durysguns.com, and I can give you a phone number. I trust them. I've sold them guns after my dad died. They will contact you. They'll send you boxes for them. Absolutely trustworthy people there. The phone number there is 210-533-5431. But it's easier probably just if you can remember Dury's, D-U-R-Y-S, durysguns.com. Give them a holler. Tell them I sent you. They will help you with the process. And they'll either come over and get them. Once you find out what you have, they'll want you to be able to give them an inventory. And they may just drive over to Houston and get those for you. But yeah, really good people. durysguns.com. All right. Have you gotten any good Black Friday deals? 866-TALK-GUN.